2020 The Love Event.
New Colbert tonight on CBS.
Every team needs a leader.
Man down! These guys are everywhere!
I'm that leader.
SEAL Team in 2 weeks on CBS.
Hellfire's coming to you!
I'm here to save as many lives as possible.
Fire Country returns, part of CBS Premiere Week after Super Bowl 58 on CBS.
It's a perfect evening for the aurora and meteor showers. I'll show you the outlooks for tonight's sky spectacle and Friday's precipitation. Live from downtown Marquette, it's your 19 News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, the White House says Israel agreed to lower the intensity of its siege on Gaza. Tonight, what U.S. officials spoke about with Israel's prime minister. Plus, the city of Negaunee is looking to add more housing. The council's possible rezoning plans for part of the city. And the Escanaba Municipal Band extends its performance schedule for a special audience. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 11.
We have some weather alerts that just popped up tonight. Ariane, what are we looking at?
Well, first let's start, as conditions are fairly clear across the UP at the moment, but let's start with these gale warnings that we've got for Superior going until 3 a.m. for that west half, and then the east half here going until 6 a.m. We've got big winds as well as some big waves expected there. And then we also have a wind advisory going on now until about 5 a.m. on Friday morning for Houghton and Keweenaw counties, so expect those gusts up to 45 miles an hour. Right now, we've got fairly clear skies. I've got the rest of your forecast coming up after the break.
Thank you very much, Ariane. New details of the timeline for Israel's war plans aimed at eliminating Hamas are emerging. Concerns over the fallout of the rising death toll are increasing pressure on the Jewish state and its best ally, the U.S. Skylar Henry reports from Washington.
Biden administration officials say the Israeli military will soon shift to a lower intensity strategy in its siege of Gaza. According to 2 U.S. officials, Israelis have told Washington the current phase of the offensive against Hamas should be complete in the next 2 to 3 weeks. The war's growing death toll comes amid heavy airstrikes and the IDF's ground operation in the Gaza Strip, where Israel says Hamas hides military infrastructure among civilians.
I want them to be focused on how to save civilian lives, not stop going after Hamas, but be more careful.
A senior administration official told CBS News it's safe to say the days are numbered for the Hamas military leader who masterminded the gruesome October 7th terror attack on Israel. After meeting with U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan in Tel Aviv, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu issued a statement saying Israel will continue the war until, quote, absolute victory.
He's playing a game, a political game. Look at me, I'm standing up to American pressure.
Even when the transition to a new phase begins, Israel's defense minister says the war will last several more months. In Tel Aviv's Hostage Square, Israel's president celebrated the last night of Hanukkah, while it remains unclear who will govern Gaza this time next year.
A senior U.S. official tells CBS News a detailed agreement to release women and children hostages broke down when Hamas decided to reclassify young women hostages as Israeli soldiers. The official said this is not accurate because there is a group of women hostages who are not in the IDF. They were taken hostage from a music festival. New at 11, the Negaunee City Council is considering plans for possible rezoning soon. Tonight, the City Council discussed its plans to rezone 5 acres of Negaunee's Old Town area as a residential zone for family housing. Negaunee's city manager says new residential areas will be important for the city in the near future.
Need for housing in the Marquette County area and specifically in Negaunee, and we feel that Negaunee is primed for the next housing boom in Marquette County.
The City Council will have another public hearing regarding the rezoning plans at its next meeting in January. It plans to gather more public input before taking a final vote. The City Council also filled a vacant seat tonight. Planning Commission member John Becker was appointed to fill the vacancy left by Dana Lalonde. As of today, challengers have filed to run against all 3 Delta County commissioners facing a spring recall election. The Delta County Citizens for Ethical Leadership led an effort to get the recalls of Commissioners David Moyle, Bob Barron, and Robert Peterson on the ballot in May. Today, Matthew Jensen filed as a candidate for Peterson's district. He says his management experience in the military and 4 years as a township supervisor make him a good choice. He says he wants to bring some transparency to the county board.
To see certain things that shouldn't be happening. How many qualified and good people that we've had here that have either left or been fired just because that's not the way to attract good quality people here if you're creating that kind of a toxic environment for those individuals.
Challenger Kelly Vangenhoven will run for Moyle's seat, while Myra Crosdell has filed as a candidate for Barron's seat. Escanaba's City Band has extended its usual performance season to bring music to those who need it most. WZMQ's Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons has the story.
At nearly 100 years old, Escanaba City Band has a long legacy of bringing Delta County together through music.
The Escanaba City Band is a really important part of Escanaba's vibrant live music community.
The band usually wraps up its performance schedule after the summer season. However, thanks to a grant from the Sackerson Charitable Foundation, ensembles from the band are playing a series of outreach concerts at senior living communities throughout the winter.
Many residents used to attend our concerts, and they can no longer do so. This grant enables us to bring the music to them.
Tonight, they performed for residents at Lake House Escanaba, and some even showed off their musical talents. Musicians say for those with memory issues, live performances like these can be a source of comfort.
Music can really speak in a way that words can't, and so we're particularly excited that we're performing for those who will particularly enjoy hearing a live band in their home.
And for all residents, tonight's concert was a welcome dose of Christmas cheer.
We know music makes people happy. Our goal is to make them smile, to remember happy memories of holidays past, and to have a good time and forget about the troubles.
With the outreach concerts receiving an overwhelmingly positive response from facilities so far, the Escanaba City Band has hopes of expanding the series in the future.
We come together for one purpose, and that is to enrich the quality of life for the citizens of Delta County.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Escanaba.
The Dickinson Area Chamber of Commerce recognized local businesses tonight. The chamber held its year-end Business After Hours Awards. The chamber handed out 8 awards, and GuideStar's Cybersecurity Apprenticeship Program was voted Business of the Year. The program was recognized as the first high school cybersecurity DOL-registered apprenticeship program in the state. The chamber's executive director says the ceremony is a way to recognize outstanding local business ventures.
Been voted on by the members themselves at the Chamber of Commerce, and this is like the big old Academy Awards here. Like, the winners don't know they won. We can recognize our chamber members that have gone above and beyond and excelled in what they do.
Awards were also handed out for Large and Small Business of the Year, Ambassador of the Year, New Business of the Year, Nonprofit of the Year, and Distinguished Member of the Year. Speaking of business in Dickinson County, a new grocery store is now open in Iron Mountain. This morning, the UP's second ever Aldi opened its 20,000 square foot store to nearly 300 people waiting in line. In fact, that line was wrapped all the way around the Aldi parking lot. The city manager and city mayor attended the ribbon cutting ceremony to officially welcome the store to Iron Mountain. The store's district manager says he's excited to bring Aldi's low prices and great products to Dickinson County.
People are really excited. I feel like a lot of individuals have been traveling to maybe Marinette or Escanaba to shop at Aldi, so they may already be familiar with us. So I feel like a lot of people are excited to have us in their own backyard.
Aldi will roll out its curbside pickup starting January 9th. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after this break, plus all the work that goes into preparing Bronner's Christmas Wonderland for the most wonderful time of the year and how they're already starting that process now. And later, making sure your packages arrive at their destination in time for Christmas. Some shipping tips from FedEx. We're back in 2 minutes.
19 News is brought to you by Kirkish Furniture.
Shop hundreds of lazy boys at Kirkish Furniture in Houghton. Kick back in comfort in an industry-leading recliner. Choose from all fabrics, colors, and sizes with prices starting as low as $4.99 plus free delivery. Shop Kirkish Furniture in Houghton today.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. That's because at John's Auto, communication is the key to service. When we have your car, you can expect to be updated on what's going on. And Craig here will explain repairs in terms I even understand, and I'm only 9. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Marquette.
And don't forget, we're still your #1 source for a pre-owned vehicle in Marquette County.
John's Auto Marquette.
It's the picture-perfect season.
Gingerbread house. I mean, this is Pictionary. Yeah. Are you not entertained?
For festive family fun.
Ski
Lodge.
Ski lodge. Ski lodge is correct.
Pictionary every weekday. Pictionary, weekdays at 9 on WZMQ CBS. For more than 30 years, our community has come through, building affordable homes, making critical repairs, and building ramps for those who need a little help and a little hope. Habitat for Humanity volunteers produce amazing results treasured forever. You could be our next hero. Volunteers are needed to provide affordable housing in Marquette County. Join in. Sign up. It's easy. Go to UpersUnited.com or use the QR code shown here. A public service message of Habitat for Humanity and WZMQ TV 19.
Mike Baxter, pioneer.
Dad, how do you kill an elk?
Wait outside the lodge until last call, then hit it with a tire iron. And legend. I have a 60-year-old truck and a 30-year-old marriage. You should be happy that I am stuck in my old ways.
I do love that truck.
No wonder he's the last man standing.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasic.
We've got mostly clear skies at the moment. We'll see some clouds increasing tonight, but it might be a nice night to get out and see some shooting stars or the aurora borealis, unless you're on the lake. Friends, stay off the lake. We've got gale warnings going until early Friday morning, where we've got waves up to 13 feet over on the west half, up to 11 feet over here on the east half, and those gusts expected to be about 45 knots. And as well, we've got a wind advisory here on the land for Houghton and Keweenaw counties. This goes until 5 a.m. Tomorrow morning, but there could be some, that's not broccoli, possible tree downage and maybe even power outage as expected with these gusts that are continuing to hang out here in the UP, especially that Keweenaw Peninsula. Right now, the past couple of hours, we've seen fairly clear and dry conditions. That's going to change, though. And like I mentioned, yes, the aurora borealis, and we've got good chances of that tonight. Tomorrow, it will be visible, but probably not for us, as we've got clouds rolling in, rain showers for the day and in the evening. Those snow showers likely to start in the afternoon, especially on the Wisconsin border. I'll show you that momentarily. Winds right now coming out of the southwest. We'll see a change of direction, but those gusts this evening up to about 39 miles an hour up there in Eagle Harbor. And as we make our way into Friday morning, that wind advisory going until 5 a.m. It'll be about 30, 35, but maybe even up to 40 along that Keweenaw Peninsula. Then around 8 p.m. on Friday, we'll have that change of direction coming from the north, and then we'll have some southeasterly winds moving in on Saturday morning. Those gusts expected to possibly hang out even on Saturday, maybe up to 20, 25 mile an hour gusts. But we've got clear skies for the moment. Those clouds rolling in early in the morning hours. And then by 7 a.m., most of those snow or rain showers, I should say, will be over on the northwest coast. By noon, the majority of the northern half of the UP covered with some rain showers. And then that wintry mix starting to move in around 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon and continuing throughout the evening, hanging out again along that Wisconsin northern border. So I'll show you here how much snow and rain we're expecting, maybe up to about ½ an inch. But again, rain showers expected on our Saturday. So rain in the morning, maybe a 1/10 of an inch early on. And then by 5 p.m., we'll have about ½ an inch again along that northwest coast. And then a little bit more on Saturday morning, more of that heavy rain pushing in like we just saw with the outlook. And then about halfway through our Friday and Saturday, we'll have a little bit more heading towards the central portions. Then Friday in the afternoon, we'll have a light dusting, again, possibly up to ½ an inch further north, but Ironwood, you will have a little bit more snow coming your way. Saturday morning, we'll have anywhere from 2½ inches down to about ½ an inch. I've got your 7-day outlook, a deeper look at it, coming up in 15.
Thank you very much, Ariane. The elves at Bronner's Christmas Wonderland in Frankenmuth work year-round, introducing new items to prepare the store for the fall and winter. For our final trip to Michigan's holiday hub, our Sophia Murphy spoke with the store's catalog and product design teams about all the work that goes into keeping things fresh year after year.
We start planning our Christmas a full year ahead in advance.
The holiday rush at Bronner's extends into January. While people are continuing to celebrate and purchase their last-minute gifts and decorations, the transition into the new year begins behind the scenes.
So we spend, quite a few months preparing our shelves for that season.
Connie Ruschow and the rest of the catalog team start the year by readying the back of the store for Christmas.
We do inventory in January, and so we get through the whole inventory process, and then in February we start cleaning up a little bit, cleaning up, organizing from the season.
As the workshops in the back make room, the product design team starts drawing up new items to fill the space. Led by Dietrich Bronner, they work to make changes in the store starting in February.
That's when we revamp, refresh a lot of our displays, reconfigure the whole sales room.
Dietrich says the spring and summer are spent working on new product designs and looking at the most popular items to determine what they need to stock the most of for the next winter.
We have almost 200 to 300 new things per year. That's almost a new thing every single day that we're creating in-house, designing exclusively here at Bronner's.
He says that by introducing the new decorations over the summer, they get to hear which ones are the most popular from the store's year-round customers.
It's really funny to see people get a kick out of aliens on surfboards, or Santa having hot chocolate with a snowman, or a Bigfoot, or whatever, you name it. We pretty much have it here.
They introduce those new items throughout the year as they design them, adding to the 50,000 items already in stock.
The feedback allows us to help create new stuff even for the fall and the winter, so the sooner the people get here, the better for us and them.
He says that on top of helping them gauge the success of the new products, early customers also help curb the holiday rush, and combined with all of their work during the year, it all makes everything run smoothly come Christmas time. Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News, Frankenmuth.
An annual Christmas charity gave hundreds of families in need some assistance with their Christmas lists today. The St. Vincent de Paul Christmas giveaway was handing out clothes, Christmas toys, and even a Christmas dinner to make sure families around the Marquette area have a joyful Christmas. The annual giveaway also supports the Toys for Tots program. Today, volunteers say they helped distribute more than 50 boxes of toys for kids.
Get a full basket of food for Christmas, including a turkey and everything that goes with it. And then they come here, and for each child in the family, they're able to shop for toys. They have everything they will need to have a Merry Christmas for the family.
The giveaway ended today, but those still interested in donating to similar programs still have until this Saturday to register for the Toys for Tots program through the Salvation Army. Today, an Escanaba Healthcare Service supported those grieving a loved one, the loss of a loved one this holiday season. UP Health System Hospice hosted its annual Memorial Ornament Exchange. Community members who have lost a loved one in hospice care in the last year were invited to put an ornament on the tree in their honor and exchange it for an ornament from UP Health System Hospice. Staff hope the tree provides some comfort to those struggling with loss this time of year.
To bring back a lot of good memories for people, but those good memories can be difficult when you're experiencing your first holiday without your loved one. It's just knowing someone cares about what you're going through. The ornaments actually have some handmade grief quotes on them as well, just to remind you of your loved one and of the community that's out there to support you.
As more ornaments fill the Christmas tree year after year, it will serve as a memorial to the lives of each person represented. A Korean War soldier from Palmer who was missing in action for decades was finally laid to rest today at Arlington National Cemetery. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Brendan Scanlon was at today's ceremony and tells us about the life and the ultimate sacrifice of Army Corporal Gordon McCarthy.
Today, the sun glistened on the final resting places of approximately 400,000 American soldiers and their family members. American heroes from the Revolutionary War to the conflicts of today rest in peace row by row in over 600 acres at these hallowed grounds. One of those heroes is Army Corporal Gordon D. McCarthy, who was killed by enemy forces near the Chosin Reservoir of North Korea in 1950. The 20-year-old Palmer, Michigan native was a member of Headquarters and Headquarters Company, 1st Battalion, 32nd Infantry Regiment, 7th Infantry Division. He was reported missing in action on December 2nd, 1950. Following a 2018 summit between former President Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un, North Korea turned over 55 boxes containing the remains of Americans killed during the Korean War. Earlier this year, the Defense Prisoner of War Missing in Action Accounting Agency identified McCarthy by using anthropological and DNA analysis. Now, over 70 years later, the flag that Army Corporal Gordon McCarthy honored and served in the Korean War honored him as he was laid to rest at Arlington National Cemetery. In Washington, D.C., Brendan Scanlon, WZMQ 19 News.
McCarthy's name is recorded on the Courts of the Missing at the National Memorial Cemetery of the Pacific in Honolulu, along with the other 7,500 Americans who are still missing from the Korean War. A rosette will be placed next to McCarthy's name to indicate he has now been accounted for. Still ahead tonight, avoiding Grinches this Christmas, the trending gift card scam this time of year, and how to avoid falling victim.
Is this a scam? If you're the real Joe Biden, say something only Joe would say.
Yum yum ice cream. Convinced now?
Yes!
New tonight on CBS. I thought it was just a rash, but it had a bullseye ring around it. My doctor said it was a tick bite. Luckily, we caught it early.
Ticks found in tall grass around your home can spread Lyme disease and other illnesses, which can lead to chronic health issues. The CDC estimates nearly 500,000 people across the country are diagnosed with Lyme disease each year.
I didn't understand why my brother was having so many asthma flare-ups. Sometimes he couldn't breathe. Turns out a roach problem at home was triggering it.
Allergens left behind by dust mites, roaches, and rodents are a major driver of asthma attacks, especially in children.
When I had a fever, body aches, and fatigue, I never thought it would have been West Nile virus. All it took was a mosquito bite while gardening.
Mosquitoes spread West Nile virus and many other diseases, and they can breed in standing water around your home. Protect your family from pests. Get the facts at pestworld.org.
Come on down to Outdoor Man, where our camping department is intense.
Set it up in 30 seconds flat. And take it down even faster.
And we're always family friendly.
We found a bear cub in here. Been nice knowing you, Baxter.
Outdoor Man is open for business on Last Man Standing.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
The U.S. Postal Service says millions of packages will be shipped this holiday season. WZMQ's Scott Minshaw spoke with FedEx to find out how you can ensure your package isn't lost in the chaos.
With just 11 days until Christmas, the deadline to ship presents to friends and family in time is nearing.
If you are really pushing it up to the deadline, you have until December 21st, and we have overnight shipping options for you.
Overnight shipping is the most expensive option for virtually all delivery services. Shipping earlier than the deadline will save you money and stress.
So we encourage you, though, to shop and ship early for the most economical options and to give you that peace of mind.
There are a few extra steps you can take to ensure your package will get to where it needs to safely. FedEx recommends using a sturdy, clean box that has had any old labels or tape removed.
You can fill gaps with craft paper, and if you're using bubble wrap, put the bubbles on the inside facing the item that you're trying to wrap.
If you would rather not deal with the hassle of packaging items, places like FedEx offer services which, for a fee, will professionally prepare an item to be shipped. Another concern this year has been package theft. Around the country, a rise of boxes being stolen right from front doors and mailboxes has been seen.
We know the last thing anyone wants is to have a package taken off of their porch during this busy time of the year. So we put in place several tools that customers can use to help mitigate that.
Those tools will include things like a mobile app which allows you to manage when a package is delivered. Another option is to add special instructions regarding placement of a package and receive a photo upon delivery. Scott Minshall, WZMQ 19 News, Marquette.
You can find a list of shipping deadlines right now at WZMQ19.com. Here's a nice present for holiday travelers. Gas prices are dropping. They have already sunk below $3 a gallon in a dozen states. According to AAA, the national average is about $3.10, which is down from last month's average. Michigan's average price at the pump today is $3.01. Mackinac County has the highest countywide average in the state at $3.36 a gallon. Dickinson County has the lowest at $2.71 a gallon. Caught on camera, scammers with a new trick up their sleeves this holiday season. You may have already fallen victim to it without even realizing it. Police say thieves are tampering with gift cards so your money winds up in their pockets. Alan Henry explains how it works and what you can do to protect your cash.
Scammers are already getting to the gift cards before you even purchase it and leave the store.
These more than 5,000 gift cards are actually lumps of coal in waiting. Sacramento police say one man put them in more than 50 Target stores to scam thousands of people out of potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars.
They're placing their own barcodes on top of the barcodes of that gift card.
In Pennsylvania, police caught video of another man entering a store and instead of taking gift cards off the shelf, taking some out of his jacket and putting them on the shelf.
They're just waiting for someone to load money onto it and activate the card. And the moment it does, then the scammer is alerted. And then they're going to drain that account of the $5, the $100, $1,000, and then the recipient of the card will no longer have anything.
We reached out to Target. The Minnesota company says it takes gift card scams like this very seriously and, quote, encourages team members to look for guests purchasing high dollar amounts or large quantities of gift cards or tampering with gift cards in stores. But the Better Business Bureau says it's important to take a good look for yourself at any gift cards you buy this holiday season.
Check to see if there's any rips or tears or any tampering of that scratch-off code that might be existing in the back of the card. That might mean wherever that card is displayed in the store, the scammer's already gotten to it.
The Better Business Bureau says you should also be wary of using websites to check gift card balances. They suggest treating the cards and the codes on them as if they really were cash. We've got a very rainy day ahead tomorrow with little spurts of snow mixed in for some of us. Ariane has the outlook on the way next. And a visit from Santa. St. Nick visited in New York City today, spreading Christmas cheer in our final story after this.
10 million people call Michigan home. The state capital since 1847 is in Lansing, and decisions made in this building affect you and the Upper Peninsula. I'm WZMQ 19 Sophia Murphy, uncovering what's really happening here every day, tracking issues about your health and the environment, taxes and roads, schools and safety. Reports direct from the Capitol, only on your WZMQ 19 News.
Sophia Murphy, reporting live from Lansing, exclusively on 19 News.
NASCAR Cup Series champion Ryan Blaney here. If you come in now, you get 12% off everything for the 12 days of Christmas at Menards.
That's right, we couldn't resist. In honor of number 12's big championship win, we're giving you 12% off everything for the 12 days of Christmas. Thank you, friends, for a great year. And please accept this as our Christmas gift to you. Congratulations, Ryan.
Merry Christmas and enjoy your 12% off everything.
Sleep better with a new mattress from Kirkish Furniture. We proudly feature made in the Midwest Restonic mattresses. Try one out today and compare other major brands. Let our sleep specialists help you find the bed of your dreams at Kirkish Furniture.
Kiss the cold weather goodbye and embrace the warmth and fun of the Caribbean without leaving your couch. One Caribbean Television is your Caribbean connection. Whether you visit the Caribbean for fun or to renew family ties, One Caribbean Television keeps you informed 24/7. Get the latest news, weather forecasts, Caribbean entertainment, and carnival action. If you long for the fun and sun of the Caribbean, download our app now to watch One Caribbean Television on the go, live or on demand.
Get ready for a brand new season of Collector's Call with all new collections.
Collector's Call, Sundays at 6:30 on MeTV 19.1.
Our current temperatures are going to look like our highs tomorrow. Let's go over what you should be prepared to walk out the door with for your Friday. But before we do that, just a reminder, we've got this wind advisory up in Houghton and Keweenaw counties going until the early hours of Friday around 5 a.m. So I mentioned, what should you be prepared for with your day? A rain jacket, a sweater, a scarf, rain boots. We've got lots of showers pouring across the UP. 7-day outlook showing rainfall. We could see up to ½ an inch here in Marquette. And remember, that snow mixture is going to be hanging along those Wisconsin border counties, Gogebic all the way over to Menominee County. And then we are hoping to dry up on Sunday before we see windy flurries returning on Monday. Got to show this Harry Hageland video. Love the chickadees and the fact that he can feed them on his finger.
Finally tonight, the New York Fire Department escorted Santa Claus on a visit to children at the Ronald McDonald House. It's part of an annual tradition, according to the FDNY. Footage posted to Facebook by the fire department shows Santa and helpers visiting the charity and handing out toys. According to local news reports, the use of a fire truck to allow Santa to wave at children from their windows became a new part of the tradition during the pandemic when he wasn't allowed inside the building. The Ronald McDonald House provides a temporary home and support for families who have to travel for treatment for a child battling cancer or other serious illness. The FDNY says for more than 25 years, Engine 44 has delivered toys and joy to the children and families staying there. I love it.
That is fantastic. Love what they're doing as far as the Ronald McDonald House, but also the firefighters. Thank you if you are a firefighter.
Yeah, and I love that they added the ladder to it. I think that's just a fun element, and they kept that. That's awesome. That's it for tonight. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Is this a scam? If you're the real Joe Biden, say something only Joe would say.
Yum Yum ice cream. Convinced now?
Yes.
New tonight on